This is Smiling Eyes Ain't Always Nice. A 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, it was just about 2:45. The night was fading and my glass was empty. It was just then I was about to leave. I saw this brown-eyed girl just a-winking at me. I stepped on over, thought I'd give her some time. Ordered a whiskey and for her some red wine. We drank and danced and we flirted a while. And it was then that I learned, kid, don't trust that smile. I started feeling tipsy. She dragged me out the door. She put her hand on my side, took the keys to my ride. She put the pedal to the metal, hung me out to dry. So please take my advice, don't learn this lesson twice. Nice eyes ain't maybe smiling, but smiling eyes ain't always nice. Well, it happened again just recently. A buddy of mine had this girl from me. A pair of blue eyes like you'd never seen. Thought we were hitting it off so perfectly. But I woke up late one Saturday night, heard her wrestling, so I flipped on the light. And there she was just about to leave. It was my blue-eyed girl looking sadly at me. This girl, she was a gypsy. She threw me off for a loop. She looked me dead in the eyes, pretended to cry. She said, I love you, but I'm leaving, kid, I gotta fly. So please take my advice, don't learn this lesson twice. Nice eyes ain't maybe smiling, but smiling eyes ain't always nice. Take it, man. So how many times can this happen to me? I'm thinking I should practice what I preach, but those smiling eyes, they put a spell on me. Guess I'm a lovesick silly fool, it's just my destiny. So please take my advice, don't learn this lesson twice. Nice eyes ain't maybe smiling, but smiling eyes ain't always nice. Smiling eyes ain't always nice. Smiling eyes ain't always nice. All right. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, my good friend, Tom Luer.
Thank you so much. We're going to start with an original composition of mine, and this is titled Your Day in the Sun. And if it's about anything, it's, I guess, about that feeling of maybe someone who is a little too excited about their 15 minutes of fame or their day in the sun, and the reminder that it can be very short-lived.
So now there's certain people that maybe everybody might know that you've worked with before. That as far as I know, you worked with Engelbert Humperdinck. You worked with any Engelbert Humperdinck fans out here? Of course there are. And then there's a bunch of the people in here are like, who is Engelbert Humperdinck? Because it sounds like a fake name a little bit. It's a real dude. He's big time. But who's some of the other people besides Engelbert?
Well, for myself, I felt like my moment where I felt like I'd actually had my first break here was when I got called to play a tour that was about 4 months long with Queen Latifah, and she was promoting her album Traveling Light, which was the second of 2 albums she did playing
like
jazz and blues and R&B stuff, not hip hop. And I guess I happened to be in the right place at the right time when someone needed a name, and they called me, and I was able to do it. And it was, in addition to that, I've been very fortunate to get to do a lot of performing with Gordon Goodwin's Big Fat Band, which there's some really well-known names in that ensemble, so it's a treat to do that.
Cool. So, well, I'm going to ask you, you want to play a couple more tunes?
Sure.
All right. segueing into the album, I really like the idea of doing pop music, and because I think that there is this sort of gap that seems to be increasing with people who, younger generation, understanding, appreciating jazz music, even blues and stuff like that. So I really like the idea. Why did you decide to do that? Where did that come about?
Well, for a lot of the same, just simply the same feelings that you have about it. Although I'm also a music educator, I do teach music, and I just felt that it was maybe something I could do personally to bridge that gap a bit. I think that it's a stretch for a lot of students to really get energized about music that was recorded in the 1940s and 50s until they maybe know a little bit more about that music and spend some time studying it. But when presented with, in this sort of a sense, it sort of, I don't know, maybe something clicks with them and they have a desire. But I also think back to my early years of being interested in playing the saxophone and learning how to play jazz. I quite honestly didn't get interested by someone giving me a Charlie Parker record. It was actually a Tower of Power recording that had some saxophone solos on it, and I was like, wow, that's really cool. And so then I had a great teacher. Well, if you like this, you might like something like, the Brecker Brothers or Spyro Gyro, and he hit me a couple of those things, and then I was like, well, who's this guy, John Coltrane that everybody talks about? Oh, okay, and then you're ready for it, and you kind of backtrack rather than starting from 70 years ago and trying to connect the dots.
Nice. Yeah. No, I mean that's I do the same thing with my music. Is the idea is we have the standards. We love the standards, we love what that music brings, but again, the younger generation needs to be exposed, and my thought is the same thing with the music, is how do I create something that's going to be listenable, if that's a word, is listenable? To a younger audience, and then still engage them, and then all of a sudden get them interested in saxophone, interested in French horn, like just things that they wouldn't have otherwise explored. So I like that.
Certainly, and for me, this is also covering these pop tunes. I'm covering this music because I like that music a lot.
Right.
I grew up listening to a lot of different kind of music, and if you
tell he was a big George Michael fan. Yeah, you can picture the hair shorter, scruffy beard.
If you knew me in 1984, I was probably listening to a lot of Motley Crue and Warrant or something.
Nice, very nice.
And but it's true. I really enjoy this music, and the songs that I choose to cover I choose because I feel that these artists are incredible songwriters. I gravitate towards people like this, who his real name is Wally DeBacker, but Gautier. I gravitate towards people like Chris Cornell of Soundgarden or Audioslave because he's really one of the more interesting rock songwriters to have emerged on the scene in the last 25 years or so. So, and really, it's also nice to keep in mind that I'm not doing anything any different than what is already a lineage of the music. Charlie Parker and Dizzy Gillespie were taking pop tunes from Broadway and just writing new melodies over that, and that became bebop music.
This is the professor in here. So you teach at...
I have taught part-time at here in California at Cal Poly Pomona. Done some jazz courses out there.
Cal Poly Pomona, Pete?
Right.
Nice, very nice.
Yep. So, well, I'll try not to get too professor-like here.
No, it's perfect. It's perfect. We like it. So the last thing is, let me grab it real quick. So this is the album, Project Popular. If you guys want to check it out, it is online. There's some cards outside too if you want to check it. So where did the name come from? Let's just finish that.
I just was trying to imagine something that would reflect a group that was doing more than just playing like standards or something that said a little bit about what we do. Well, I was putting together a project whose focus was trying to play popular music in a jazz way, and so that name kind of stuck. But pop music has really been the theme of what I do with the group. So even the original music that I write for it, I'm trying to write it maybe from the opposite direction, like trying to make the what I like about the pop tunes influence my writing as original works, and hopefully they'll fit the vibe of these covers.
Cool. One more time, give it up for my man Tom Luer. Thank you, Tom. All right. Thank you so much. I'm going to finish off this show with another song that is actually not on any of my albums, but it's by the guy that influenced me in this genre of music. It's by Harry Connick Jr., and the song is called Recipe for Love. 1, 2, 3, 4. A little bit of me and a whole lot of you. Add a dash of starlight and a dozen roses too. Then let it rise for 100 years or two. And that's a recipe for making love. It doesn't need sugar, cause it's already sweet. It doesn't need an oven, cause it's got a lot of heat. Just add a dash of kisses and make it all complete. And that's a recipe for making love. And if you made it right, you'll know it. It's not like anything you made before. And if you made it wrong, you'll know it, cause it won't keep you coming back for more. I didn't get it from my grandma's book up on the shelf. Didn't get it from a magical culinary elf. No, a little birdie told me you can make it by yourself. And that's a recipe for making love. Take it, man. You'll know it. It's not like anything you made before. And if you made it wrong, you'll know it, cause it won't keep you coming back for more. No, I didn't get it from my grandma's book up on the shelf. Didn't get it from a magical culinary elf. No, a little birdie told me you can make it by yourself. And that's a recipe, girl, that's a recipe for making love to you. That's a recipe for making love. Thank you very much. I want to thank you so much for joining me on this episode of The Blue Room. Again, I want to thank my guest, my special guest, Tom Luer. You can check out his album, Project Popular. It's on the internet. We got some cards outside you can check out also. I want to thank my band, Matt Politano, and Brian Roberts. Give it up for them. Got the Blue crew here. My sound fellas, I want to thank the Tellos, and a very special thank you all to my sponsor tonight, is Solsticio Wines. You can check them out online at solsticiowines.com. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for this episode of The Blue Room. Thank you and good night.